Hello and welcome back to English Hub. In today's video, we are here with a letter to God from NCERT Class 10th English First Flight textbook. The video includes the key points, explanation, and the message of the story. The lesson is written by Gregorio López y Fuentes. He is a Mexican author. And this is a heart-touching story about faith, innocence, and the irony of life. It shows how a poor farmer's unshakable belief in God leads to an unexpected response from people around him. Now let us see the summary of the lesson. Let me first give you an introduction of the farmer, Lencho. The story takes place in a Latin American countryside. The main character is Lencho. He is a farmer, a hardworking and a poor farmer. He depends entirely on rain to grow his crops. And his crops which he is growing is corn. Corn fields he is taking care of. One evening, dark clouds appear. Lencho was very happy. He was expecting good rainfall which will help his field to grow, to harvest, and this way he can have a good harvest. At first, large drops of rain begin to fall, and Lencho called him as new coin. The bigger one were like 10 cents and the little one were like 5 cents, as they mean profit to him. But the unexpected hailstorm. But soon hailstone fall heavily and destroy the entire crop field. The destruction is total. Not a leaf is remained on the tree. Not a single corn field, not a single plant of corn was left in the field. Lencho and his family are devastated. They fear that they will go hungry. And they all were very sad. As per Lencho, a plague of locust would have left more than this. Something would have been left from the plague of locust. But whereas this hailstorm has completely destroyed, nothing is there in the field. No corn, no field, no food. And he is worried for his family, that what they will do this entire year, how he will manage his family, how he will let other people in his family survive, how they will be surviving. But in the heart of all who lived in that solitary house, in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope. The hope that the God will send help. The God will help them. The God is there for them. Even though everything seems impossible, total loss, nothing remaining, but still the hope that the God is there. He will help them. He will not leave anybody die of hunger. Despite of all the loss, Lencho has unshakable faith in God. He believes that the God will not let his family starve. So he decided to write a letter to God, saying for 100 pesos to sow the field again and survive. Peso is a kind of a currency, and this currency is used in Mexico. The following Sunday, at the daybreak, Lencho began to write a letter. which he himself would carry to the town and place in the mail. And this letter was nothing but a letter to God. In the letter, he wrote to God that if he won't help him, he and his family will go hungry this year. And for this, he require 100 pesos. In order to survive and to again sow his field, he require 100 pesos. Because the hailstorm has destroyed his cornfield. On the top of the envelope, he wrote to God and put the letter in the letterbox. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it in the mailbox. Then one of the employees of the post office, who was a postman and also helped at the post office, went to his boss laughing and showed him the letter to God. The postmaster was surprised. In his entire career, he has never seen such kind of a letter. He was a fat, amiable person, and he also broke out laughing. But soon he stopped laughing and turned serious, tapping the letter on his desk, and he commented, "What a faith!" He wished that he would also have such a faith like a person who has written this letter. And in order not to shake the faith of Lencho, not to shake the faith of the writer who has written the letter, the postmaster decided that he will help Lencho. He will collect money from his employees and he himself contributed some amount to keep the faith of Lencho. He encouraged his employees to do some goodwill to help Lencho, and this way he collected some amount, but it was not as per the demand of the letter. That means it was not 100 pesos. He was able to collect little more than half of the money. He put the money in an envelope and addressed to Lencho, and with a letter containing one single word as a signature, God. The following Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter to him. Lencho received a letter and is not at all surprised that God has answered him. He had that much faith that God will definitely answer him. So he was not at all surprised. The letter was handed over to him from the same postman who has received his letter previous Sunday. Lencho confidently opened the letter, but soon he became angry when he counted the money, and he thought that God could not have made such a mistake, nor could he have denied Lencho what he had requested. So Lencho immediately went up the window to ask for paper and ink. And he wrote another letter on a public writing table at post office. In this letter, he asked God not to send money through the post office because the employees of this post office are a bunch of crooks. As he has only received 70 pesos and the 30 pesos are still missing, he demanded in the letter to send the remaining money, but not to send in this post office. As for Lencho, the employees of the post office are, yes, the bunch of crook. They are a bunch of crooks. And this shows a dramatic irony. The post office people, the employees who have helped him are being accused as a bunch of crooks. But on the other hand, they have actually helped him. To keep his faith, they have contributed some amount from their own salary. Lencho calls his helper crooks, not knowing their good intention. So, this was the whole lesson about that true faith can be inspiring. Goodness exists in the world even when not recognized, and sometimes one perception can be wrong. That was of Lencho for calling his own helpers as crooks. Lencho misjudged his helpers, the post office employees. He misjudged them, and he commented that they are the bunch of crooks. This story shows a great faith and innocence of Lencho. The belief of Lencho in God is pure and unquestioning. It is said that one should always have great faith in God and always believe in God. The lesson also shows the human kindness. The postmaster and his colleagues, the employees of post office, shows the empathy and generosity towards a person whom they don't even know, just to keep his faith, just to help him out. They contributed something from their own salary. They tried to help that man. They tried to show kindness. This shows that human kindness is still there in the world. This lesson also shows the irony, the end of the story with a twist when Lencho calls his helpers crooks, not knowing that they are the only one who helped him. They are having good intention. Lencho mistrusts these people, misjudge these peoples. In the lesson we have also seen symbolism of raindrops as a new coin. It shows the symbol of hope. It was a hope for a Lencho that he would have a great harvest, a good harvest. And it also had a hyperbole when he says that it's during the meal that a downpour began, exaggeration to show impact. Personification can also be seen in the lesson that the cloud, rain, and the storm behaves like a human. For all these human qualities are being shown. So here at the end of the story, we can say that the Lencho story is simple yet powerful. It shows us that one should have a big faith in God. It reminds us to believe in the goodness, both divine and human. If this story inspires you, do leave a comment, like this video, and subscribe to English Hub for more such lessons made easy.